Islanders, tonight there'll be a recoupling. The boys will choose which girl they want to couple up with. Hashtag big switch energy, hashtag bed swap.
Good, I really enjoyed. I bloody couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. The ball's in your court, pretty much.
All my UK people, actually everybody in the world, am I the only one that doesn't find Charlie absolutely disgusting? Everything about him is swarmy. Even when he was sitting next to Tasha, like, so if I took you, would you say yes? And Tasha's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, the ball's in your court, because she's just in it to win it.
Although I've only been here 24 hours, they've made it quite clear to me that they want to get to know me more. The girl I want to couple up with is...
Now listen, Andrew would still be in the patsy, stroking her hair lovingly while they were going to sleep. And Tasha's like, don't touch me. And he, even when she starts crying, he tries to grab her and hug her and have a passionate moment. She is repulsed by him. His only job is to make sure she doesn't get sent home. He is literally, he could be a broomstick. It's just ridiculous, right? So she's like, repulsed by his touch and shrinking away. And he's like, I love you, sweetie. Right? And I'm just like, oh my God.
Tasha wanted to leave with me and now she wants to get to know him.
Hey, what's up, my little tattletales? Let's just get straight to the point. This episode of Love Island was just pure carnage. I don't even know how to describe it. But you know what? Since I am starting my reviews, all my UK people, actually everybody in the world, am I the only one that doesn't find Charlie absolutely disgusting? Everything about him is swarmy. Even when he was sitting next to Tasha, like, so if I took you, would you say yes? And Tasha's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, the ball's in your court, because she's just in it to win it. I actually think Tasha and Charlie are kindred spirits. They are two demons that see each other. Sue, she's just trying to prove to everybody that she can get past Jay after Jay literally humiliated her. There were so many things that happened. I'll be honest with you. When the episode first opened, I was like, yeah, Charlie's just playing with you. I don't know why you think he's going to pick you, Tasha, because even when he was sitting there talking to her, the body language, y'all, let's get into this. As you guys know, this was a recoupling, right? But this time the guys got to pick what girls are going to be with them. So everybody's like up at Charlie is like drunk with power. I swear to God, if this was Game of Thrones, he would be King Joffrey. He is drunk with power. He's like glaring, like, I don't know, it's a lot of power, you know? And India's like, yeah, I guess it is. Like, whatever, right? India already knows that she's going to get picked. She is so beautiful, by the way. She looks like, she just looks like a doll baby, right? Anyway, right? So they're going. Then all of a sudden, Tasha comes with her bullshit with Andrew. I see her game with Andrew, right? Every single time somebody even looks her way, because she thinks everyone's better than Andrew. She thinks that Andrew is the bottom of the barrel. The odd thing is, I think Tasha's the bottom of the barrel. Just her mentality is just like, girl, whatever, right? Tasha has a humiliation, to me, this is just my opinion. Tasha has a humiliation kink. Andrew has a humiliation kink. Andrew's problem is he isn't humiliating Tasha, because if he was, he would have her wrapped around her finger, right? That's why she's like, oh, you know, I'm usually like that girl. I'm not so dewy, girl. Yet you have a humiliation kink. You like for people to humble you. Andrew has the same kink. The only difference is you're humiliating him and you're humbling him, and it makes him disgusting to you. But I get your thing, though. Every single time you're about to screw him over, you let go, you talk to him, you get his sympathy. Andrew, how do you get friend zoned on Love Island? Like, did you not understand the assignment? Like, literally, when you get in there. Anyway, Tasha gives Andrew this guilt trip about how sometimes, like, it's hurting her to literally play him and humiliate him to everyone. All the guys are looking around like, yeah, how's it going? Here comes Andrew. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. They come up. So how's it going? Did you guys work it out? Everybody's trying to hold their laughter like, and they're like, did you work it out? And he's like, well, you know, and he literally said, I quote, you know, she still really likes me and she still really wants to be with me, but she had like 2 good dates. So her mind's all jumbled. And everybody's like, Listen, then after Andrew got humiliated by everyone, probably turning him on because I swear he has a humiliation kink. Tasha comes over because the whole time she was talking to Charlie, and she told Charlie basically the balls in his court. This girl is insane. Charlie is such a dirtbag, a wasteman, whatever you want to call him, right? He's international. So anyway, she comes over to Charlie and she's like, she comes over to Andrew and she's like, yeah, so, it's just really hard for me. Let me get this straight. Humiliating me, I would assume, on a national broadcast over in the UK and worldwide, because here I am in America watching it, right? Humiliating me is hard for you. And she was like, you know what? I don't need this. And she walks away. And why do I feel like even though she was making the sounds of crying, when she walked away, she was like, and then it went to commercial break. Okay, so it goes to the coupling ceremony. And that's where you see everybody's personality. You guys, there was so much to cringe at. First of all, poor dummy, he literally tries to save Andrew from humiliating himself, and Luca too. And Andrew's like, nope, she said that she might want to sleep with someone else, but she still loves me. And they're just looking like, okay, fine, you're lost cause. Let's just focus on getting our woman. So they go to the coupling ceremony. First, it's Luca, and of course, Luca picks Gemma. They're like, oh, thank you. He's like, I've seen a lot. They pick, they hug and embrace. The other girl, I think it was, is just looking like, okay, whatever, right? And Dami's face was like, right? So anyway, then it goes to Dami. Dami is so innocent and so good-hearted on the show. I'm like, baby, you are like a little baby still swimming with piranhas, right? And Dia, she stands up. I don't know what's going on in London, but the fact that India is not everybody's first choice, face, body, attitude, everything's on point, right? Dami, you found a good thing when you found her. Dami, of course, picks her, and Dia was like, of course you're going to pick. They go, they embrace, cute little kiss, right? Oh my God. But then, oh my God, Jay. When Jay, I don't care what you guys say, Jay is a psycho to me, but we'll explore him later because we have a bigger psycho this week, Charlie. Jay stands up. He gives this little speech. Everybody's giving speeches, right? Jay stands up and gives speech. For some reason, Ekin-Su was like, wait, is he going to pick me? Is he talking about me? And I was like, girl, did you not hear anything he said to you for the past 15 episodes? He's not picking you. He's not describing you, even though you think he is, right? Of course, he picks Paige, right? So then Charlie gets up, so disgusting, sweating. He's like, even though I've been in the house for 24 hours, and I was like, and at the end of that sentence, and just ran out of my cocaine shipment. What is Charlie on? He is so cringy to me, right? He literally says, and the person I pick, he's just, ugh. So he picks the other girl. He's just zoning. And I'm like, ew, like, ugh. And then he picks Ekin-Su. And that's when I said, poor Ekin-Su. I love so much about her, but I realized that she is cursed when she doesn't have discernment, because you went from Jay to Charlie. You downgraded, and I actually didn't think that was possible. Jay literally sees everything as a game, and he's such a dirtbag. He even played around with Tasha because he just had the power and he thought he could, and he wanted to somehow do some alpha male stuff to Andrew. Charlie's a weirdo. Anyway, I don't understand, Ekin-Su, how you downgraded, but then again, let me know, UK peeps, am I being too harsh? Anyway, then we get to Andrew. And instead of Andrew switching the game up and be like, I pick her, and be like, Andrew, that's a garden chair. And he'll be like, oh, I don't care. I pick anybody. But that ho, 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 Merry Christmas named Tasha. I'm thinking now's your chance. Get her back, show your thing, grab someone else. You don't need her, literally look at her and be like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Be in your bad B era, Andrew. What does Andrew turn around and do? He stands up, puffs his chest up, and with all his might declares his love for Tasha. The funny thing is, Dami and India were just sitting there with their heads down like they're at a funeral, watching Andrew's last message of ego and pride leave his soul. Luca is like, what the hell? Like Luca and Gemma is trying, like literally has her head down, trying to be respectful. And she's squeezing Luca's hand like, don't say anything. Luca is like, what just happened with that speech? Okay, fine. So that all happens. Oh my God, it was just such a mess. And then the worst part about it made me want to smack Tasha. Tasha and Charlie are two of the same. Even when they have power over people's heart, the way they get cruel and stupid and just like little spoiled kids. Oh my God, when she sat down, she had the nerve to look tearful that Andrew chose her and she wasn't sitting with Charlie in the powdered donut factory. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so then there was a humiliating part during the recoupling. One, which she deserves it, was Tasha. When after Andrew did his, I pledge of allegiance to you, everybody's just shaking their head like, you're an idiot and she ain't ish, right? So, and then Tasha's like, it's so rude, right? And Andrew, that's where I saw his personality flaw. Now, hear me out on that. You know what? We'll wait to get to that. So then Jax picks Danica, and that was so humiliating. Even the way he was like, I mean, nobody else wanted you, and I'm picking you, but you have a good personality, so I hope you find love. And Danica was just like, gave him a hug and sat down. She was so pissed off, right? So then Tasha is sitting there with Andrew, and instead of just being like, hey, thank you, or this or that, or even focusing, she starts saying, oh my God, it was so rude. And then Andrew, this is the thing about Andrew. Andrew's very weak, not just for Tosh, but he's weak with all his friends. It's kind of like, listen, if you want to be with Tosh, be with Tosh. Stop letting her being so weak that you can't separate from her, but you're still angry at her. So how does that anger manifest? You literally tell Demi and you tell Luca about how bad she treats you. So Demi and Luca are sitting there basically as proxies and cat's paws for your anger. Oh, Andrew, that's a bad look. Either be with that girl, be happy, double down. There's nothing wrong with being a dum-dum. Lots of people are. Look at Chloe and Lamar. Only in this situation, you're Chloe and Tasha's Lamar. I'm sorry. You're Chloe and Tasha's Tristan Thompson. I'm just saying, right? So then Tosh starts crying, right? And, you know, with Gemma, and she's just like, you know, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I just need to be a bad bee, right? Since when is being a bad, I bet you need to be a bad bee, and that's focused on leaving Andrew. Listen, I can't wait till she's eliminated. I pray to God. Now get this, right? Why is Tasha crying? She don't care about Andrew one bit. She's mad that she's fake and she's been exposed. She's mad that Andrew, doing his passive-aggressive behavior, ran his mouth to everybody, as he should have, ran his mouth to everybody. And then all the guys look at her as a no-good woman with no loyalty. So you're no longer a good option for all the good guys that are going to pick you. Ooh, look at that passive-aggressive Andrew. There's a method to your madness. It's a dumb madness, because are you literally going to just keep like being passive-aggressive and weak to like every guy around you, like Tasha, and just make sure that like people are like, oh, Tasha ain't no good? Listen. Anyway, Andrew, listen. So then Andrew calls him over. Tasha's like, I'm thinking. Andrew's like, would you like a word with them? So he calls over Dami and Luca, right? Dami is like so sweet. Like, you can't do that. Like, if you like them, you shouldn't do things that make them sad, because when you like someone, you make them happy. And I'm like, Dami is so sweet. Luca is like, yeah, what he said, but I got your number, right? So then what happened after that? Luca was not buying it, right? So then, you know, Andrew gets up being passive aggressive. Like, Andrew, I don't understand that. Like, they're literally defending you over what you've been crying about, and you get up and walk away so that they can have it. Listen, I get why Tasha walks over Andrew. Andrew, maybe weak's not the word, just very passive aggressive, because he gets what he wants in a roundabout way. Again, none of those guys are ever going to couple with her because they see her as just not trustworthy, just not a high value woman, right? Anyway, then she goes over to Ek and Sue, right? Because she's like, okay, maybe I can make allies with Ek and Sue, because that's all she's worried about, like not being around. Tasha is just being strategic, right? And again, her mask has been ripped off. And Ek and Sue was like, don't let those idiots talk to you. Come on, girl, you better boss up. So then she was like, you're beautiful, right? Any man will want to love you and take you away from Andrew. That was the only time I saw her smile the whole night, when she sat there looking off in the distance, getting excited and happy of the fact that another man, any man, a name man, will come and take her from Andrew. You guys. Woo, let's move on. Anyway, so the episode ends, oddly enough, with everybody getting what they wanted, except for Tasha, who walked into that situation thinking she was going to get everything she wanted. Now, listen, Andrew was still being the patsy, stroking her hair lovingly while they were going to sleep. And Tasha's like, don't touch me. And he, even when she starts crying, he tries to grab her and hug her and have a passionate moment. She is repulsed by him. His only job is to make sure she doesn't get sent home. He is literally, he could be a broomstick. It's just ridiculous, right? So she's like, repulsed by his touch and shrinking away. And he's like, I love you, sweetie. Right? And I'm just like, oh my God. You know what I will say is funny? The way he is like, I'm not a mug outside. I'm not going to be treated like a mug in this house. And I said, Andrew, who are you fooling? You are 100% a mug outside. I feel like all your ex-girlfriends are like, yeah, you are. Because that's why you're allowing yourself to be treated like that in this house. Next week, we're going to see a lot more drama. They're holding hands in the dark. It's all this stuff. And I feel like we're going to focus on Dami and India, and they're going to fall in love. I don't know. I think they're a beautiful couple. I really like them together, but I don't feel that India really feels it for Dami. And Dami is so earnest and so like he's just so earnest. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, listen, this week was a mess. I'll see you guys Sunday. And you know what? Make sure you set your notifications. I'm going to do a live recap right after the show, and I'll drop a call link. So if you guys want, we can call in and chop it up. Or maybe I'll stick to pre-recorded. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, my little title tells, I will talk to you later. Bye.